Is it possible for such a tiny gyro to possess the power to kill a 20-kilogram servo? Or was there another reason as to why this servo is no longer functioning as intended? Let me take you back slightly. I purchased this servo thinking it was going to fix this problem. Hope you have noted that this RC, while in motion, has a large turning radius, and that doesn't help when it comes to tight corners. Considering this RC car is a 1/10 scale with electronics meant for a 1/10 RC car, I find the size of the wheels to be so huge, like those of a 1/7 scale RC car. Also, not forgetting, they are extremely sticky like those of a crawler. So, while in motion, the friction between its heavy sticky tires and the ground creates immense resistance. And considering the current servo has a torque of 9 kilograms, what I think is happening here is that the servo is stalling or flexing under pressure. A weak or low torque servo will struggle to physically push the wheels to their full turning angle. This prevents the front wheels from reaching their full turning angle while driving, making the turning circle much wider than when the car is stationary. Now, after placing an order for a new servo, I decided to check the steering system for the time being as I wait for the new servo. And voila! My upgraded steering metal system has a worn-out servo saver. Maybe I should have checked this out first before placing an order for a new servo. Generally, a loose or worn-out servo saver allows the steering to yield when you ask it to turn sharply. Tightening the servo saver spring or upgrading to a stronger, stiffer servo saver helps the car hold its steering angle much better under load. In my case, I am going back to the original plastic servo saver because apparently the upgraded parts might have contributed to the original problem. 100 generations later, at least the servo is exactly what I had ordered, a 20-kilogram torque servo. But I think I am already noticing a problem. Some of you who are well versed in servos, I believe you already noticed it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The gears on the original servo are made of steel, but this upgrade servo has brass gears. Hopefully I am wrong and this upgrade is not going to bite me back in the future. Now that I have transferred the servo horn, let's see how fast this servo is. But wait, one more red flag. Check the difference in quality of the wires. I wish I had just bought a gyro rather than this servo. It's still not strong enough to keep the wheels straight, and the twitchy steering is still present. Probably the whole steering system is problematic. This is why I ended up purchasing this gyro. I really hope the quality and effectiveness of a gyro is not determined by its size, because I really didn't expect such a tiny component. But the build quality is extremely good compared to the plastic ones. Such a compact device. Time to find a suitable location to mount it, which should be flat and away from vibrations. This is why I mounted it on top of the servo right beside the receiver. Before I even got to test the new setup, the RC started to misbehave, and I found out the issue was the new servo, which had previously worked, but after installing the gyro, the servo started doing some weird stuff. Basically, the servo is binding at the endpoints. This usually means the servo is being commanded further than the mechanism can physically move. So, if the issue is that there is too much travel or the endpoints are set too high, the solution is to lower the steering travel from 100% to something like 80 to 90%. And to be honest, I have always had mine set to 100%. But my question is, why did this issue not take place with the original servo? And even after installing this new servo, it did not have this issue. This problem started after I installed the gyro. With the same steering travel set to 100%, I returned the original servo with the gyro still plugged in, and the problem was gone. So, what do you think the problem is? Give your suggestions below and I will test them. Then do a follow-up video on this issue. Consider subscribing and sharing this with a friend in this hobby.